Was the first one I Love Lucy?
No, it was not. I'll give you one more chance. Come on, don't let me down.
I probably will.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the TV experience here with your man, Mr. A&D, and my homie, Anime Hero Swag on Zero.
How's it going? So I was going to say abracadabra, but I feel like that's a tad spoiler. But we
no, you know what? It's all good because in this review, guys, we're going to be breaking down WandaVision episodes 1 and 2. This is the new television experience that we guys are going to do. We're going to start reviewing TV shows. So the last time I reviewed a TV show was back in 2015 when we first started the channel. And that's the old channel. Yeah, exactly. And the
what show was that?
Huh?
What show?
Jessica Jones.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I remember.
Yeah, it was the first because I remember I said it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and watched like
you did like that 45-minute long breakdown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was like, it did work out. You know, it deranged your boy. So I said no. But now 2021, new leaf. We're gonna do things right because now we're gonna go episode by episode, giving you guys our theories, our breakdowns, our reviews of the episode, of what happened in the episode. And this is going to be spoilers. So I'm letting you know right now, I'm putting it in here. There's going to be full of spoilers in here. So if you don't want spoilers, don't come here, and we're going to give our kind of a breakdown and everything like that. This is not going to be necessarily a full breakdown video with all the different kinds of Easter eggs. This is going to be me and Swag's opinion of what we thought about the episode, what we liked about the episode, and hopefully you guys see us every week. So I'm planning on trying to do these reviews every Friday or every Saturday because I already told myself, I'm disciplining myself that every weekend there will be a movie experience because there's a new movie coming out every weekend,
according
at least Netflix, for the first 6 months of 2021.
Now, when does that start? Did that already start?
What?
The Netflix every week there's a new movie?
I'm not sure. I'm not
it
sure
said 27 movies.
Because here's the thing: if it ain't Netflix, it's HBO Max. If it ain't HBO Max, it's Hulu. If it ain't Hulu, it's Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So we got this weekend alone was the One Night in Miami and the Tiger Woods documentary, which is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Next week,
well, I'll ask you later.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, Mr. Rogers, what scale we tipping?
Well, he'll say, well, yeah, we talk about that later. So right now we're going into WandaVision on Disney Plus. So this is the first any type of MCU content in 500 days.
Yeah, I gotta say, I remember when Endgame came out, and I was like, I could get a break.
Yeah, well, we got one.
It was needed. I think it was needed. I mean, at Far From Home, of course, but this break was needed. It felt fresh seeing that the new logo with the Endgame clips in it.
Yes,
so I was very happy. I was like, yeah, we're back.
So people just when they were showing the clips, were you low key looking for the Chadwick Black Panther clips?
Yep.
I was doing to say that. I was just like,
yep.
Okay, cool, yeah. Okay.
I rewinded a couple times. I'm like, all right.
I just want to make sure y'all show my man, love a little bit. I know it's got to be the whole MCU, but I'm just saying, Panther got to be a in that joint. So anyway, so we start off with WandaVision here, and Wanda and Vision are, of course, looks like they're married and they're a couple now. But last time we remember, Vision got TKO by Thanos at the end of Endgame, and I mean this is pre-snap. So this man is like, as black folks say, dead. So now,
he was never living, but he got his batteries taken out.
So episode 1. We're in a setting, and as soon as I see this setting, because I'm a fan of this person, like a diehard fan of this person, as soon as I see the setting, I said, I know exactly what television show that's from. Let me see. Before I even say it, did you know what television show that was from?
The second episode I caught with the opening was Bewitched.
Okay, yes, the second episode was Bewitched.
Was the first one I Love Lucy?
No, it was not. I'll give you one more chance. Come on, don't let me down.
I probably will. Because I'm trying to draw back because the only black and white show I really watched was I Love Lucy and Bewitched.
Oh,
those
really?
Are the only two ones. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was Dick Van Dyke Show.
Okay.
Okay, so it was the Dick Van Dyke Show. They had the same set as the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Okay.
And I was like, I seen the stool there because if anybody remembers the Dick Van Dyke Show, he got to trip over the stool when he comes in. And then there were some weeks where he would go past the stool or he'll go past it and then trip over the stool. It was great. So I was like, this is the Dick Van Dyke Show. And they took different storylines from them shows and they implemented in what was going on in the story. And I was like, maybe because I'm just an old head. I just like doing like seeing a lot of old stuff. I remember that episode of Dick Van Dyke when he was trying to impress his boss and he was trying to get dinner together in the kitchen. Right. That's what this show was like. So
I honestly highly enjoyed this episode. Yeah, more than I thought I was going to.
You know, this is where I found myself enjoying the episode. I found myself enjoying the old school episode, like it was like an actual Nick at Night TV Land episode.
Right. And I would love a full series of just that. Yeah. I would actually watch a full series of just that.
So, and to be completely honest with everybody, even though there's spoilers in here, nothing really popped off in the first episode other than this, imaginary world that Wanda is thinking that until like maybe the end. They did have some Easter eggs in there.
Like dinner, I think, where it really like felt like it was triggering or something.
Actually, I thought it was triggering when they showed the first old school commercial about the toaster and it had the little red light going.
Right. Okay, yeah. That's yeah.
And they said the toaster was from Stark Industries.
Right. Now I think that was the first thing we saw color also.
Yes, it was.
So that could be one of the things.
Yes. So they put a little Easter egg in there. So Vision, it's not like they're completely, I would say not know what's going on, but Vision, obviously he puts himself in his human form to hide the fact that he's still a cyborg and he doesn't eat, he doesn't need to drink, he doesn't even do anything, but to hide himself from the public, he puts that thing on that they're like, back in the those days, especially in television, like living together was just a sin, and that's what he kept saying. Are you married? And they had to put the rings on. Right. In the Dick Van Dyke Show, him and Mary Tyler Moore, as a married couple, slept in separate beds.
I remember they did that in a lot of old shows.
Yes,
they had twin-sized beds, and they were just separated apart.
Exactly. So so I like that they put a little trouble. They really pay attention to detail in the very first episode of bringing back a lot of those things. I think I heard that Kevin Feige is a huge fan of those old television shows because I know my mother is, and so was my grandmother. So I watched a lot of those growing up. Also, where it comes from, and then
right.
You've seen my mom when you come over. She has that meet TV on, and it be all the old shows what from Dick Van Dyke Bewitched and stuff like that. So, what do you think is truly going on after for the first episode before we get into the second one?
Now, okay, I was going to say everything in the whole. Like,
okay, that's fine because it is 1 and 2. So we can. What do you think is going on?
Now, I think I think we all know this is in Wanda's mind.
Yeah,
I think she is torn up from what happened at Endgame, because if you remember that scene in Endgame where Hawkeye's just sitting there, it's like, yeah, we lost everything. It's like, no, you got a family. She has nothing. She don't have no parents, no brother. The love of her life is dead. So she literally has nothing. So she's probably going through a depressive state where she's making up scenarios to a life that she wished she had. Yeah. And the only thing that could like trigger like what she loves is things that she remembers from back then where everything was normal with her, when she was with her parents and before she had her powers and all that. So that would probably be like the Dick Van Dyke Show and all, or the old school shows and all that, of how I would say perfect, quote unquote, it was back then, because there wasn't really anything crazy going on. Like the most slip up was like, oh my goodness, the grass isn't cut. Like, So I'm thinking she wants that perfect life, and she has to create this scenario for herself to where it's coming back at her, where it's triggering, and people are like trying to wake her up or something, is what I believe.
Or I think it's because I did hear something about the group called SWORD, who is the ones who operate with intergalactic type problems opposed to Shield, which does more Earthbound stuff. And I'm telling you this right now, this is way better than Agents of Shield.
by the budget, by the production, by the directing, by the comedy, but everything.
The first two episodes, I'm just ready to throw all my Agents of Shield stuff in the trash.
It was way better, way better.
The only Marvel show that I'm willing to keep, which I feel as though that they let go too much on, was Agent Carter. I didn't mind.
I wish that was more developed.
So, especially now the first episode, more so it was just more of like, just a callback to all those things. But now when we get to the second episode, I see it that the cracks in reality were really, really starting to come loose. Basically, the seams of reality were starting to come loose. Right. Basically, when at the end there's this guy that comes out of the sewer, basically in the street, right. And he comes out. He has like this bee protection gear on type thing. I thought it was what's it? AIM.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, I'm not sure who that is, but then when she said no, and she literally rewound the time a little bit, it's just I'm getting, just like we're all probably getting, the House of M stuff.
I'm like, get that. It's got to be foreshadowed. This got to be foreshadowed, because by the end of the second episode, she's having the twins. Yes. She's going to have the twins. I mean, we've seen them in the trailers, but I feel like by next episode, the twins are going to be born.
Yeah, well, I mean, for those, since we're not a big enough channel out there yet, but hopefully, if we can be consistent with these TV reviews, we can probably in the future, get some advanced footage and stuff like that. But yes, the twins are something that's going to be coming in episode 3, which we have not seen yet, so we had to wait till next week until episode 3 comes out, and then they're moving into. It looks like you ever watch the shows The Partridge Family?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's like, because now we're moving into color,
right?
We're getting more of the TV shows from the 70s, like The Partridge Family, The Monkees, the Brady Bunch and stuff like that. Yeah, so we're getting those kind of sitcoms also. So we're paying a tribute to the sitcom stuff like that. But that's the way it's going. But it looks like that the people that are interacting with her in these shows may be some kind of doctors or some kind of people that are trying to tap into her mind or something like that. Especially the mother from that 70s show,
right? When
he was choking, and I was saying, like, is she choking the guy when he came over for dinner? And she was like, Vision help him, or was she having a breakdown, or like what was like really going on there? Because to me, that's what makes this thing more creepier than ever.
Right. I think that was her losing control. Because in an instant she gained control back. Like, she was looking around like everything was like paused in a way, or like, a broken record. They were just playing that same tune.
Yeah. Until
she actually took control. Like, Vision, stop it. And then, it stopped. So I feel like that, again, that was a little crack in there. I do agree with you. I believe they are doctors, but I think the specific one to look at is Geraldine.
The black one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I feel like there's something that she's going to play a prominent role.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just feel like it.
I mean, I feel like it too, because one, I've seen her in the trailers. So I've seen her a lot.
I don't remember her in the trailers.
Really? I mean, she was in the first trailer, because the reason why I remember her is because they show her in color. They show her in the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Afro and everything. And I was just like, so then when they showed her in...
Okay, that's right. I remember now.
Yeah, so when they showed her in episode 2, I said, okay, this is where she's, where she's going in. So she's probably going to play a big enough role, not sure what the role necessarily is going to be. But this, it really didn't give you much of anything, too much, to be honest with you.
More speculations than anything, which I prefer. which I prefer. Now, with these series, from what I know, they're all going to be 6 hours long.
6 hours?
As a total. So
Falcon
Winter Soldier is going to be 6 hours. Loki's going to be 6 hours. This series is going to be 6 hours. So we're going to get about 12 episodes. Because these are going to be 30-minute segments from what I know. So these first 2 episodes really just set the tone of what's going to happen.
So we're going to get 6 episodes of this, right?
I thought we was going to get 12.
If it's 6 hours in total, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 episodes were an hour.
No, these 2 episodes were like 30 minutes.
So if you combine the 2 episodes, that's an hour.
You're right.
And then so
are we getting 2 episodes a week?
So no. When you say that we're gonna get 12 episodes, that's longer. If you get 12 episodes at 30 minutes apiece, that's longer than 6 hours.
No, it's not. 30 minutes.
So okay, so
2 episodes an hour.
2 episodes are an hour.
Right.
Okay, 2, 4.
6 divided by 2. I mean 6 times 2.
Okay, I'm counting episodes, not the hours. 3, so 4.
Right. That's what. Yeah, you were counting about.
I'm counting the episode. I'm sitting there like 2, 4, 6 hours. 30 minutes. That's only 3 hours right there. Okay, 6 hours. Whew, man. I would like.
So that's why I'm speculating. They're going to have 12 episodes fully, unless they just extend the episodes down the line.
I don't know if I want. I like the story like this, and then we can move on to Falcon, because we there's so much of the other Marvel stuff that we're going to have to get into, because Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out sometime in March.
I think they're going to take a week break, and I think after that it will be Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, but now even though there was a lot of mystery in this one, I'm curious to see how long are we going to play this whole television fantasy out. Like when do we really get the fabric being torn away? Because I mean, granted, I'm into all this stuff because I remember all the old episodes. Right. And granted, I'm into this stuff because it's Marvel. Let's just be real here. Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's great to see something Marvel again since Far From Home.
Right.
But when do the scenes start really pulling back to the point where it's like, because at the end of every episode it has to please stand by. He's saying, Wanda, can you hear us? Wanda. And I'm just like, what's going on?
I give it by episode 5.
Watch this with my wife or my mother. They'll be asking me questions. I'm like, I can't even answer that. I can't answer that for you. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Is there anything that you didn't like about the first 2 episodes seeing it?
Honestly, I did not. I really had a fun time watching these. Especially just Vision acting goofy with the gum in the system. I really enjoyed that. And how just I like the old school, just a magic being in an area where magic don't exist, but you have to make up something to fool everyone.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. Like you said, I would enjoy if this was a regular series that would just play out the way it's playing out. But the mystery really gets you wanting more. And they're doing that very well. The execution of the show is brilliant, in my opinion. How they're going from one era of show and then the next episode is a completely different era. I don't think they had the live studio on it in the second episode at all.
Well, back then it wasn't the live studio, it was like a laugh track.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. They didn't have that at all in the second episode, and it wasn't a soundstage. It was more, move the camera around.
Yeah.
And then the next episode we're gonna get color. And so I'm very curious on how they're just gonna play off. My prediction, they're probably just going to do each era of TV, because the first episode, which era was that?
So Dick Van Dyke came out, I want to say, late 50s, early 60s.
Okay, and
Van Dyke came out.
In the second episode, would you say it's a 60s?
Yeah, straight 60s, because they had a mixture of Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie.
Okay. So I'm assuming they're going to go 70s, 80s, 90s, and once we hit the 2000s, that's where everything starts hitting. Where the mystery that we've been wanting really starts crashing in.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if I want them to go past the 70s though, because they kind of lose the aura of it. Because I'm like, I loved 80s TV. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's the era the Cosby's came up in, stuff like that. And, I mean, you're just not going to do 90s TV the way we like 90s TV. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Okay, it's just not going. I'm just like, we don't have to era jump to me. I just feel as though that if we can just, the theme of which Vision and Wanda are, and because if you think about it, when she was made and she was created, she probably wouldn't have seen 80s or 90s television. Probably the older stuff is what they would probably educate her on.
Right. The only reason I think that is because they did say they lived poor in the Age of Ultron. They were like really poor. Like, so I'm assuming they just had a basic TV with basic cable, and these are the shows they only watched. So like the Me TV, of course. Yeah, so that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, the Me TV don't go past. Don't rarely do I see it go past the 70s unless it's talking about He of the Night.
Okay.
Which is, an 80s show type thing like that, but mostly at 50s, 60s, 70s kind of things that they stay at. So, first 2 episodes are down, and I've really enjoyed it. Like, I never knew I would be so excited to see WandaVision.
And that's crazy. I was going to say that because this was our least interested one out of all the series they mentioned out the gate. Like, I was like Falcon and Winter Soldier was number 1, then Loki, and then I was like, I guess WandaVision.
Yeah, that's how I felt, and I had to see the trailers. I'm just like, Falcon was sort of at the bottom of the list for me, to be honest with you. I'm just like, okay, when it come around, it come around. But I'm just saying, but right now, I'm like, I'm intrigued in the mystery. I find myself wanting to know what the next episode is, and I know a lot of people are upset because it's not episodic. In other words, like, we don't have all the episodes to binge. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. I heard all episodes afford to binge, but to me, it keeps you talking till next week.
That's what I was going to say. It keeps the conversation going.
Exactly, and it's look. I'm glad doing it this way because I'm able to do different reviews with you guys every week to talk about what's going on. Because I'm saying that when everything was binge watched, them Jessica Jones reviews was hard. Okay, and I did so much work for no views. Okay, so I'm hoping we can change that. We can change that thing around and do it better here. So, what do you rate the first 2 episodes?
I honestly give it a complete nerdgasm. I want to watch them again.
Because
they were pretty fun to watch. Even the small Easter eggs, they weren't huge. The Tony Stark toaster, the Hydra watch. It was just like
it was very. Watch? I missed the Hydra.
Yeah. It was a commercial for. It was the second commercial. I think it was in the second episode, or it was one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Where it was a commercial, and he showed the watch. It had the Hydra symbol on it.
Oh, Hydra.
Yeah.
You said Hydra. You got a Spider-Man shirt on. I'm thinking,
my bad.
I'm sitting like.
We're not bringing him up. He is not going to exist in this. I hope she says no more elementals by the end of this series because we don't need them at all.
Yeah. Oh well, who that thing pissed you off? I still love that.
She need to say no more Sony deal. Keep Spider-Man here.
I'll be. Well, you don't want to take away your Spider-Man.
At this point, it's like just get it over with, Sony. So y'all can have them. I don't care anymore.
You care. You care.
At this point, I'm just like, whatever.
So I'm gonna episode 1, I'm giving a complete nerdgasm. And I am highly biased because of the Dick Van Dyke stuff. Because I'm a huge fan of Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke, keep on pushing forever. Okay. When it comes to episode 2, I'm giving it damn near perfect on episode 2. I really enjoy episode 2. I enjoy episode 1 a little bit better. And like I said, the whole Vision getting the gum stuck in his system, I thought that was cool. But sometimes when tropes like that happen in old television shows, I'm like, it's good for a minute, but sometimes it goes on a little bit too long for me.
That's what I thought because I had the same reaction to it. I was like, this is going to be all episode. But I think it was because we don't see Vision like this at all.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
And
I was like laughing at a lot of things he's saying, like just hit the abracadabra, And the car thing was like, this your car? Like, yeah, you finally did it. It's like, yeah, well, you keep it. it was like it was the closest thing we could get to him being drunk.
Yes.
So
yes.
I had fun with that.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with that. But then, like I said, I was getting those teases. I got more teases than I did in episode 2. But one thing that bothers me is when I get teases and they lead to nothing. And I'm not saying big reveals. I'm saying you can keep them small. Like she found the color helicopter. You know, the girl cut her hand, and we seen the blood on her hand.
Right.
And
now, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying we see the blood on her hand, and she had to go wipe it up. And like we've seen interferences of the color things coming. So I was like, what is that leading to? Type thing,
now,
you know.
That the blood part kind of reminded me of Pleasantville. I'm not sure if you've seen that movie. Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh no, I remember hearing about that, but I did not see Pleasantville.
Yeah, so it was they lived in the old time where it was like a black and white TV show, where it was like so perfect in that world when there was like firefighters never knew what to do when there was a fire.
Yeah.
Damn. So it was like Tobey Maguire went to one part. He went to there was like a fire outside his house, but you could actually see the color of the fire because this is so unlike this world.
Okay.
So he went to the fire station and was like, there's a fire. And they're just looking like, yeah, what? Fire. It's like, there's a cat stuck in the tree. And they all get up, put their stuff on. Man, Tobey Maguire takes the hose, clear the fire out, and you just see that one color. And then it starts to linger throughout the whole world. So I guess it's saying like one sin will break the reality. Yeah. Like as she, because I don't think she intentionally tried to hurt someone. Yeah. In a way, it was Wanda's fault. And then she broke the glass, and now she's bleeding, and now that's like it's showing ripples effect. Yes. Of the world.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good way to put it too. Because I was they got brought up before we got out of here, but yeah, so. Those are the one things I'm really curious how episode 3 is going to be. So make sure you guys stay tuned for our review of episode 3. So be back here next week for our review of episode 3, and we're going to review all the episodes, and we're going to be doing more episode reviews as different series come on. There's a series I want to watch with Swag on Zero. I mean, I've seen it already, but I want to see him watch we can review together, and that's Lovecraft Country.
Oh, okay. I gotta get HBO Max again.
Yeah, you let it go?
I was only getting it for trial. My family wanted to see a Christmas movie. I gave them Shazam.
Bro,
I was like, all right.
Did you not see the new trailer for Judas and the Black Messiah?
Yes, I did. I saw your reaction.
Yes, I'm about to say.
I'm excited for it. I want to see it.
You got to see HBO Max to see it.
I love Lakeith Stanfield. Like I'm actually a pretty big fan of him. So any movie he's in, I will watch.
In the worst way, he gonna piss me off. I'm telling you right now, he gonna piss me off.
He pissed everyone. And do you think Daniel Kaluuya will actually piss us off in this movie?
No, I like Fred Hampton.
He pissed us off in every single movie he's been in so far.
Damn.
Every single movie he's been in so far, it was like, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, we look at, but we'll save all that for the podcast. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Every weekend, starting this weekend, there will be a new movie experience up for you guys. I'm not just talking about rematch. I'm talking about there's a new movie that's coming out. So hopefully, by the time you guys are seeing this, do know that we're going to I have reviews for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, One Night in Miami, and Tiger Part 1, all coming to you guys this weekend. So make sure you guys check those things out. Those are all great. I mean, great watches. Okay, and I was like, this is a great weekend for movies right here. Great weekend. So I can't. And then so we're gonna have movies for you guys in the next week, stuff like that. So trust me, stay tuned for all that stuff like that. I can't wait for also the United States versus Billie Holiday coming out too. A lot of stuff for Black History coming out. So that's why I was hoping, me and Swag could watch Lovecraft Country and break that down week to week.
Okay, I will. It's so much. I'm about to tell my family start pitching in.
Yeah,
for all these digital services. I'm like, come on, y'all got it. This is expensive now.
I feel you on that. All right, guys. So once again, this is NC, the place to be, Mr. A&D, an anime hero, Swag on Zero.
See you on TV.
All right. And yep, we'll see you on the next channel.